Hey guys, my name is Michael, and vampire, I hardly know her. Thank you very much. Thank you. It was a good one, right? There we go. Okay, on with the video.
I've come for your pickle.
Boo! Did I scare you? Good, cause it's October now, baby. Meaning it's spooky season. Meaning Halloween's coming up now. Get ready for the candy corn, the trick-or-treating, the pumpkin patches, those sugar cookies from the Pillsbury Doughboys with the little like pumpkin or ghoul design on it. You know which one I'm talking about, right? These ones are good. And why not best to do a Halloween video? You know, little cute, short, simple Halloween video. Just for the fun, just for the laughs. I don't have a script for this one, so I'm just gonna be going off the dome. But you might be asking like, oh, is this how is this gonna be something that's short, simple, cute, and sweet, you know? And that's because it's all about me, baby. This video is all about me on Halloween. And then now you might be asking, how is this gonna be all about you? There's another factor that comes in with Halloween, and that's costumes, you know, the fashion, the fit. So yeah, this video is going to be me ranking all my Halloween costumes. I remember 18 costumes that I did throughout my life. One of those I did twice, so 19 I guess, and I can't figure out what the other two were, which is fine because that was during my infancy. It doesn't matter, you know. What matters is the ones that I was like, you know, conscious for. So if I were to pull it up, 3, 2, 1, bam. Here it is. Look at the wide assortment of costumes down here. I tried my best putting it in the order that I remember from youngest to oldest. And the last one, of course, is I'm going to keep it a blank because, well, that's going to be a little surprise. It's a surprise too we're going to use for later. It's the costume I'm going to do for this year, if you couldn't figure that out already. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start with this one. Listen, I didn't know what kind of picture to pick for it, but this is G.I. Joe. I guess this was my first costume, or my one-year-old costume. I don't remember it because, you know, I was still a Google Gaga. From the picture that my mom sent me and from word of mouth of the family members, they were like, oh, you were so cute. It's a boosted up by Q points. I'm gonna put it at B tier. I think that's safe. All right, the next one, Robin Hood. Every time the Robin Hood costume gets brought up, it has to do with the cape. I just love the cape on the Robin costume. My mom would always tell me, you would just run around the house throwing the cape in the air, and that's adorable. That's cute as fuck. And because of that, I'm going to put that at A tier. I think that's fair. A+ for cuteness. This one I remember. This is when I actually started having memory. Even though I probably asked my family what I actually dressed up as, I still didn't know. I was either debating on, did I dress up as Mr. Incredible or did I dress up as Dash? The costume was fine. The costume looked cool. Though at the same time, it kind of looked like the Crimson Chin without the little chin part. So I guess I was just Crimson. Also, something that was really weird about the costume was the little leotard, the little undie part, you know, the little black underwear part of the costume. Like, it wasn't just this, it was just this. Like, they made it so big for no reason. It fit, the costume fit. It wasn't big, it wasn't small, it just happened to look like that. I mean, other than that, it was a fine costume, but I think I'm gonna put it at C. This one was my kindergarten costume. I dressed up as a knight. I almost forgot about this one. And I tried getting one where it was like the knight and the little chainmail helmet, but the picture cut it off. The little tier list cut it off. So that just ruined the point of it. All I can remember with this costume is I spilled orange juice on it and my dad wasn't happy. So I'm just gonna... Okay, next one. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I wanted to dress up as a Star Wars character. I think that's every kid's dream at that time. It's like, you gotta dress up as a Star Wars character. And I chose Captain Rex before he was even popular. I'm just saying. I dressed up as him before everybody jumped on the hype train for him. And I didn't dress up him because of like his character or how much of a badass he was. I dressed up as him because he was the color blue, plain and simple. But the costume was very weird. It was like a weird, soft, smooth costume. I can't describe it because it wasn't plastic as you see from like other people doing clone or stormtrooper cosplaying. And it was a shitty helmet. The helmet sucked. Other than that, you know, it's still a good B tier costume. Now this one, I liked Ben 10 as a kid. It's still good. Ben 10's still good, but I wanted to dress up as an alien. I wanted to dress up as a Ben 10 alien, and I didn't want to dress up as Ultimate Humungousaur. I wanted to dress up as Swampfire because Swampfire was cool. He shoot fire. The costume looked better. Once the costume came in for Swampfire, the costume was too small for me, and they didn't have any more of that size. We had to return the costume, and the other Ben 10 alien costume that was out there was Ultimate Humungousaur. And I went to school that day for Halloween, and my friends and classmates just made fun of me. They were just like smacking their chest and just like saying his name because, like, you know, they would always exclaim their name. So they're like, Ultimate Humungousaur. They did that intent to make fun of me. They did. They were jealous probably. Also, I couldn't wear the mask. There's a thing where you can't wear the mask to school, which is valid. It just sucked. You know, I just felt like I was just in a big lizard costume. I didn't feel like Ultimate Humungousaur. I felt stupid. So yeah, I'd probably say this was my worst costume. You can go down there. Next up, a Mario character, aka Luigi. During this time, I was playing a lot of Mario games like Mario Kart Wii, but most importantly, it was Super Mario Galaxy. I was playing the hell out of Super Mario Galaxy 2. I really liked it. I mean, that's why I'm a Nintendo guy. I own Wii U, Switch. I own a Nintendo GameCube now. You should watch that little short I posted about it. Go watch it. Thank you. It was a cool costume. We like painted like a little mustache on my face with my mom's makeup. And the inflatable belly was probably the worst part because the Velcro was very cheap and the belly kept deflating after a while of wearing it. I wore it a lot. I think that's another B one. I think that's another. Do I want to put over Rex? No, I don't. Moving on. Ooh, this one. I'm just gonna. I dressed up as Jack Sparrow for Halloween. Let me tell you, when I say I rocked the costume, I fucking rocked that costume. I nailed it. I did the walk, the talk, the run, the mannerisms, anything about that character that you see in the movies. It was so cool. It was so cool. I got this Lunchables, the big one, where it came with like the Kool-Aid that you get to make. And as I was finishing it, you know, I was like doing a little thing, you know, where the driplets came out, and I was like quoting the rum line, you know. It's like, why is the rum always gone? I definitely want to do again. I want to do Jack Sparrow again. If I want to be Jack Sparrow again, I need to plan it ahead of time. That was a sick ass costume. I had so much fun in that costume. And then I followed it up with Han Solo. The costume was okay. The jacket felt bigger than it should be. The pants felt bigger around the holes than they should be. They felt like these type of pants that'll just flash up on the screen, and the vest felt like a Scouts vest, like a Girl Scout vest. Nothing against Girl Scouts. I mean, my sisters were Girl Scouts. I was a Boy Scout. That's hilarious. I wanted to be Anakin or Obi-Wan because I had a lightsaber. Costume was fine, you know. It fit good. It just felt like the proportions were off, and I just could have been better. Could have been a better Star Wars character to do from me. See, 6th grade, I dressed up as Robin Hood. It was that costume too, this costume that I have down here. It fit good. I looked good in it, I'll tell you that much. It also brought up this face that I'd made in a picture. On Halloween night, my mom wanted me and my sisters to get together for a little picture. And so we're all next to each other. I want to do like some cool pose with like the bow in the air and like I'm looking out. The face I made was this. I just love it. It's great. Because of that, you know, probably being a bit more generous on this, it's a low B. It's definitely low B. Okay, this one. This is a mafia guy. I was a mafia boss. this moment onward, it's only hits. For example,
Yeah.
I finally dressed up as Napoleon Dynamite. There's a lot of history with this character. There's a lot of history with this costume. This kid in PE class like, hey, you look like Napoleon Dynamite. I'm going to call you Napoleon Dynamite now. Next 2 years, nobody tells me who Napoleon Dynamite was. 8th grade, I was like, okay, let me look him up. And then I looked him up, and I was like, you motherfucker. One of Gabby's friends thankfully donated her Vote for Pedro shirt to me. And then I got the glasses at Tilly's. I just got some blue jeans that I had. I didn't get the boots. I didn't even pay attention to the boots. But other than that, the Napoleon Dynamite costume is complete. My freshman year is when I also dressed up as Napoleon. And I also dressed up as him for Comic Con. I will forever cherish this character. 10 out of 10. I had to be the next stereotype people call me, and that was Bob Ross. But this one I just kept elaborating on. I just kept putting more and more to it. What if Bob Ross? But I could put on this muscle suit. And then I was like, what if Bob Ross unbuttoned the first two? So now he's like sexier. But then what if I call him Sexy Bob Ross? It was fine. I mean, it was pretty good. I give it A tier. You can ask this question. Michael, that is just a dad. Why is there a dad as an option? And that's just not any dad. That is a picture of a suburban dad, quote unquote. I dressed up as a suburban dad for Halloween. Like, I texted my stepdad being like, hey, do you have an extra polo shirt, khaki shorts, fanny pack, sunglasses? And he's like, yeah, why? I'm like, don't ask questions, just trust me. Put it all together, grabbed a tumbler, bada bing, bada boom. I was a suburban dad. And I just went throughout the whole day, like, oh, wonderful weather we're having. I kept checking the weather app, kept asking about the weather. Wait, hi, tired. I'm dad. A tier. Last costume of the school year, I decided to be Shaggy. Every time I don't shave my chinny chin hair, my family's like, hey, you either look like Shaggy right now or you look like a homeless person. This is also during the pandemic. This is 2020. Where did I get this? Did I get this online? I think I got this on Amazon maybe, or at a store that had little Scooby-Doo plushies, but I got a little Scooby-Doo plush because no one would go as Scooby-Doo with me. Sad face. I do the voice, I do the walk because I just walk like Shaggy. Alright, here. Alright, this buddy. I've had this costume for a while actually, because I wore it earlier for this thing my school was doing, this little fun event, and I needed it for a party as well. So I was like, okay, I'll just be Buddy the Elf this Halloween. It was a very depressing Halloween for me, and unfortunately that Buddy the Elf costume is lost to time. Something happened to it, and I'm very, very saddened by it. Grew up. I'm gonna put you, because of the other things, I'm gonna put you actually middle A tier. And now we get to last year's costume. I wanted to be another Mario character. It gotta be Waluigi for the memes, Wah, wah. My hair is super long. If you watch my Mario movie review, you saw me in that costume. It's in the thumbnail. Go watch it if you want to. Made some funny videos about the costume as well. This is me trying on the costume for the first time. Just busting a move. Look at him go. Oh, look at him. Okay. So I think I'm gonna put that in A tier as well. Now we're at the end. We're at the end of the costumes. It is time for me to reveal the costume I am going to be for Halloween this year. That costume is, drumroll please, I'm Young Gravy, baby. I decided that I wanted to be Young Gravy this Halloween. Definitely, this costume is the most expensive costume I've done. It's mostly due to the fur coat. I don't have it right now. I will have in the video me with the fur coat. I was a bit worried about this costume for a second, because once the rings really, it was really the rings. My fingers are very weird, if you can't tell. They're very bony. See, these rings, they don't go all the way down. These rings, on my ring fingers, and these ones are just too big. Got these changed from Amazon. You already know. And then I got these shades. I'm basing it off the picture that you see on this tier list, by the way, which is why I'm getting the fur coat. And then I think I'm gonna buy some more Dr. Pepper's Strawberries and Cream. This video isn't sponsored by Dr. Pepper's Strawberries and Cream, but wouldn't that be sick? I would play his music right now, but I don't want to get copyright striked. I don't want this video going down because that would suck. Wouldn't it be cool if Young Gravy saw this or post on his Instagram stories being like, this costume fire? Still waiting on the fur coat. That should be coming soon. And then the last part is, and I got this for free, by the way. It's your mom. You walked right into that. Fuck you. Go cry to your mama. Or you can go cry to me, your daddy now. We'll put this one, for now, I'll put this one A tier still. It's a fine costume. It's a good costume. But yeah, there we go. That is my tier list ranking my Halloween costumes. I know the last thing I need to do for my costume is fix my hair. I was trying to fiddle with my hair to do like a little Young Gravy look to it, but I'm just gonna do that when the time comes for Halloween and to post pictures on Instagram about it. Hey, it's the next day after recording this. And it's here. The coat came early, so that's cool. I'm gonna put it on now. All right, now the costume's complete. Sick. I love it. It looks good. I think it looks good. I recorded the outro for this the day before, but I guess I'm gonna just redo it now that I have the fur coat. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy my little sweet, simple Halloween costume ranking, please let me know. Comment below a story you had with one of your costumes that made you think, yeah, I'm gonna remember this for a while. Also, subscribe, as that'll put a smile on my face. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go pick up your mom. We're going on a date right now. Okay, bye. Strawberry cream milk, no more streaming, same thing, we gon' chase steaming, strawberry cream milk, get money dreaming, no season 2, spit to completion, gravy so cold, but you think I need a flu shot, one